Well, we begin with those cruising cars. It is Dream Cruise Eve along Woodward Avenue, and we're bringing you Team 7 coverage from the ground and the air from Chopper 7.
The classics have been revving up their engines all afternoon and all week, really, for that matter. Thousands of people have been lining the avenue for the 20th anniversary of the event.
Including our Stephen Clark and Carolyn Clifford live along the avenue.
Hey, guys.
How you doing? Remember how rainy it was out here earlier this week? It's the opposite.
Thank goodness. All the rain is gone. It's absolutely beautiful. Not too hot, not too cold. It's perfect for cruising, and a lot of people with their families already out here.
Yeah, this is a special year, too. This is the 20th anniversary of the Woodward Dream Cruise. It started, as we've told you before, a little fundraiser for a soccer field in Ferndale. Turned out pretty well that first year 20 years ago.
Yeah, that was back in 1995. I think they were expecting 30,000 people, 10,000 cars,
right.
And they ended up with 100,000 people. And this year, I think we're going to get 1.5 million people.
I heard that number today, 1.5 million. I don't know how they count it because they're always moving. All we can tell you, though, is it's great already. It's been picking up, and there are a great number of classics, which is always cool to see on Friday. A lot of people don't want to, bust out the classic until the weekend. But we're seeing a lot of the good classics out here tonight.
Maybe they want to get ahead of the rain, and a lot of people have lined up and down Woodward. They have their chairs out, they have their tents out. They're ready for the big cruise tomorrow, for sure.
I know somebody's always ready for the big cruise. That's Kimberly Craig. She loves the color. If she could, she would bedazzle a car.
I bet she is bedazzled a little bit. Kimberly, how's it going there in Royal Oak?
It's going great down here. I'm not bedazzled, but I'm telling you, I've seen some real sparklers of cars. And I'm telling you, one trip down here to the Dream Cruise, and you really realize that our 21st century car colors are rather boring. But up and down Woodward today, it wasn't hard to find a rainbow of colorful classics.
Oh, it gets a lot of looks.
Without a doubt, classic cars have some of the best looking paint jobs around. All sorts of colors from wow and jaw-dropping to distinct and unforgettable. What made you pick this color and the detail on it?
The price was right. It's kind of a Mardi Gras theme with the flames.
Well, this is my 1974 Hemi Cuda. It's 1,000 horsepower at the motor, 875 at the rear wheels on a dyno, and it's just a blast to drive.
And when Greg Boggs got this number, he soon realized he had to abandon his yearning for basic black.
I said, the heck with it. I'm going to keep this one the way it is. Everybody seems to like it, so we'll keep it just that way.
And Jim Palazzola will never blend in with the crowd with this limelight classic he got when he was about 25.
70 Superbird, got a 528 Storker Hemi, got it done just in time for the first Dream Cruise, so I can't believe it, number 20.
And if you want red hot, check out the Hankins 1939 Ford Deluxe, with flames, of course. A little more attention, right?
A little more attention, and it's getting it.
This is a cop chasing me doing a burnout, and it's out on probation.
So you figured you had to add the flames. And it's Princess parking only for this classic Thunderbird.
It's a 1955, so I think it's the same year Barbie was born and the same year I was born. Wink, wink.
And Pat Wiegand here says the color pink is in honor of a pink and gray poodle skirt she had back in high school.
And I wanted pink, but I didn't want the real pale, washed out pink. I said I want bubblegum pink, so he painted it to match the skirt that I had. Yeah.
You got a good man, girl.
I do have a good man, especially since he doesn't like working on Fords. He's a Chevy guy.
And I'm in the market for a new car, and I'm telling you, I was going to do white again, but Carolyn and Stephen, right about now, I'm thinking Action News Blue. How about that? Back to you.
Hey, we love Action News Blue, but we also love pink. That was a pretty hot car. A lot of ladies are out here cruising Woodward.
We say it every year, and it's great to see all the families that come out here with the kids in the back of the classics and stuff like this. Only time of year that the kids aren't going to roll their eyes when Dad says, come on, get in the back of the 56.
And as you saw that lady right there with Kim in the Barbie doll vehicle, a lot of cruisers have the tops down. They're worried about whether the skies are going to open up and let the rain fall.
Yeah, 7 First Alert meteorologist Chris Edwards joins us down here in Birmingham with a look at what the weather's going to do. And right now, we all have our fingers crossed, Chris.
And you know what? It's working so far, guys. It is absolutely spectacular out here as the cars are moving down Woodward. And they have the tops down and they have the shades on, and with good reason, because the sun is bright and the humidity is low and it's not too hot. That's great for the cruisers. And let's take a look at the satellite picture because we've got lots of fair sky all over the region. There's no significant cloud cover, just a few puffy little cumulus clouds, and even those are kind of hard to find. Look at these temperatures, a beautiful 75 in Detroit and Ann Arbor. Right here on Woodward, we're checking in with 75. It's 74 in Adrian, even up in Port Huron. They've got sun, and it is 70. So here is your outlook for this evening. The cruising forecast, it's great, of course. Yeah, thanks for honking, guys. It's absolutely dreamy out here at 8 o'clock and 70 degrees. And yeah, it's cool for August. A little later on this evening, we will fall into the 60s, but that is great news because, well, these cruisers don't like it to be too hot. They also like it to be dry. When I come back in a few minutes, I'll let you know if we keep the dry weather through the day tomorrow. We've made some changes to the forecast. I'll have that for you in just a few.
We also like the shades, Chris. Kind of cool out there.
Yeah, you're looking pretty. You know, the good thing about classic cars, the heaters always work really well. So if it does get a little chilly out at night, you turn that heater up, and there's nothing like an old car heater.
With a little heater and the top down, you'll
be doing just fine.
You're doing just fine.